Previously on The Green Thumb.
Before we get into any of the actual work of planting a tree, the first thing that we have to discuss is why and where we're planting. What type of tree are we going to plant? So we've completed our planting of the tree, and anybody who lives here knows that, we don't get enough rainfall to support plants naturally, so we're gonna have to install irrigation. It's not uncommon to see a tree like this planted with, a couple emitters around the base of the tree, but nothing outside. What we're gonna do is we're gonna create a grid of irrigation that's going to be probably 12 feet in diameter. So we want to create a large wetting pattern with our irrigation that allows the tree, that provides resources to the tree, that'll encourage the root growth, that'll then support the mature, 30-foot canopy of this tree. For our project today, we're going to be using an inline drip tubing. This tubing has built-in emitters, in this case every 18 inches. And so we don't have to plug and install a bunch of different emitters. We're going to lay this tubing down, and the emitters are already pre-installed in the tubing, and we're just going to lay it out in the pattern that we want. So because it's an 18-inch spacing on the emitter, we're going to space the lines 18 inches apart. So I'm going to put some hash marks on the ground to line myself out and show you guys how we're going to do this, and then we're going to get to work. So the way we've designed our irrigation system for this tree is we have our connection point, as you can see, right in the middle between our interior rings and the exterior rings. And the reason for this is that we're going to install a ball valve that we'll be able to turn on and off. And so initially we're only going to run the interior system as the tree gets established and moves out. And then in a year, 18 months, we're going to turn that ball valve on and start providing water to the rest of the system. So as this tree gets established, root growth can happen very quickly, and then instead of wasting this water initially, we're going to just create the system that we can then turn it on in the future when it's needed. So right now we're going to connect to build out that inner ring. And so to keep this in place, we're just going to use some landscape staples as we move along to keep this tubing in the pattern that we designed it. So about every 3 feet should be sufficient. If you want to add more, you can. So we've got this interior irrigation layout that's going to help stimulate the tree to grow roots into the native soil. But initially the tree only has roots within the root ball. And so keeping that root ball wet while it gets established is critical to tree survival, to tree establishment. And so we're going to take a couple of these drip emitters, and we're going to make a setup right over the top of the root ball. So all of these emitters are emitting water at 1 gallon an hour. These are double that. They're 2 gallon an hour emitters. Staple these down so they don't move. And that's going to keep that root ball in good condition until we get some roots moving out into this native soil. These outer rings are going to be controlled by a ball valve that we're going to leave off initially, but then in the year, like we said, we're going to come back, we're going to turn that system on and increase the size of the irrigation pattern. And then we're going to create these outer rings. So at this point, our planting is complete. We have the tree in the ground, we shaved the roots, we located the root flare, all these critical steps that you really only get one shot at when you're planting a tree. From here, You would top dress the area as you saw fit, whether you're using rocks or decomposed granite. We're going to cover this area in wood mulch. We feel like that's a really beneficial material to put on top of trees. It retains moisture, it adds organic matter to the soil, and it's easy to work with. So it's not very common in Las Vegas, but we feel like it's a really beneficial product to be putting on top of trees. So from here, keep an eye on your tree. Make sure you're managing the water appropriately, not letting the root ball dry out, and watching it grow and become beautiful. Thank you for watching this episode. As always, if you have any ideas or gardening concepts that you'd like to see on the show, give the City of Las Vegas a call, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching City of Las Vegas TV on YouTube. Be sure to like this video and click that subscribe button. For more videos like this, just click on that box.